know, there's not much I could really do about it, to be honest with you. Just make sure my skills and technique is up to par. You know, I put on some weight since the last time we fought each other, but he's still gonna have size on me. It's no secret. You know, most of the guys I train with are big guys. I mean, I really train with, you know, very few 55-pounders. I mean, Ricardo's every bit of 190. So, you know, we get together a lot. So, you know, I think I'll be accustomed to it. I mean, that's just nonsense, you know. I mean, you know, that's like me saying his style hasn't changed the first time I fought him. It definitely has, you know. I don't know if he's trying. to fool himself or whatnot. But you know, I feel you just look at my fights, and you can't deny it that I've changed a lot since the last fight.
How's his style changed since that last fight?
You know, he believes in his hands more. He definitely does. You know, his wrestling is always his biggest thing. It still is today. But you know, his hands have gotten better. His movement's gotten better. But you know, he's still going to be predominantly a wrestler. But you know, who knows? Maybe he improved since his last fight as well.
You know, I'm confused about Gray because Gray sort of ground out victories over Nate Diaz and Kenny Florian. And I look at those fights, I'm not that impressed. But then I think to myself, well, Nate Diaz and Kenny Florian are pretty damn good. So is he simply imposing his will on those guys?
Yeah, he's fighting his game plan. He's a smart fighter, Gray. You know, he's not going to go in there and, you know, like, you know, with Nate Diaz, he knew on the ground was his biggest chance to lose. He stayed up, you know, and it was a close fight. Could have went either way. You know, with Florian, his best chance was taking him down, grinding him out. He's a smart fighter. You know, he's going to go in there and fight where he thinks he's better at than you are.
And presenting angles to him like you did with BJ, is that going to be part of the plan?
I think that's just any plan. That's just a smart way to fight on your feet. You know, why stand in front of someone when you could, you know, be in and out and be a little elusive. Honestly, I don't even pay attention to it. As long as my family, my teammates, and friends believe in me, that's what I care about.
Do you think that you get enough respect in the MMA world?
You know, I'm not in it for the respect from the MMA world, to be honest with you. I think it'll come, you know. If I don't have it now, it'll happen eventually.
Do the WEC fighters pose any new challenges? I know you're focused on Gray, but just in general.
Yeah, absolutely, man. There's some great talent over there. I think it brings new challenges and many opportunities for me, being in the 55-pound division.
Do you think that some of these WEC guys are going to get weeded out?
I think some of the WEC guys are going to get weeded out. Some of the UFC guys are going to get weeded out. You know, there's only so many spots that you know, the UFC can handle, and you know, if you're not cutting it, you're going to get cut. You know, whether you're WC or UFC.
Does that add extra pressure to guys who, I mean, not on your level, but guys who are journeyman fighters? Are they going to go in there thinking they're fighting for their careers every fight?
It could be. You know, I don't know. It depends on how they approach a fight. But, you know, you don't say myself, but, you know, I'm 2 or 3 fights away from being cut, too. You know, it's just the way it is. It's nature of the beast. So you got to be on your toes in this game. And the sport's evolving so quick, and now with the WC being, you know, soaked up, it's going to be that much more.
Do you ever see yourself, now that, I mean, people used to say to you, you should go to 45. I mean, 45 wasn't a division in UFC, and it would be a step down to go to WC. Now that it is, would you ever consider bouncing back and forth?
You know, right now, honestly, I'm just going to say I got to fight at 155 January 1st. It's for my title, and that's what I'm focusing on. You never know what the future holds. Like I said, the WC getting, you know, combined with the UFC, many opportunities for me ahead.